back to another episode of Sipping with Simone. Today I have a special guest with me. He's from Houston, just like I am. We go to the same school and we're both graduating next week. Woo! May 14th, Thine Kingdem. Go ahead and introduce yourselves to them.
What's going on, y'all? I go by the name of Thy Kingdem from Southwest Houston, and as she said, we're graduating next week. It's my pleasure to be here.
So, how did you get the name Thy Kingdem? Like, tell us about that.
Well, I started off using my name, King Dimitri, but I figured it was long as hell, so, I wanted to do something different that no one else is doing, and I'm a firm believer of God, so I incorporated Thy Kingdom from, the Lord's Prayer, Thy Kingdom come, Thy will be done. Yeah, so, and then instead of a O, I used the E like my name, so I just thought it was unique.
So go ahead and define like your style of rap or.
Well, I'm not actually just a rapper. I'm also a singer. So it's basically my music is what I'm feeling at the moment. So it's a lot of emotional music. For instance, I got a song called Cool Runners, and that's how I feel about everything. And then I have a song about my homeboys called Gang Related. Like, it's not, you have to listen to get the meaning, but that's pretty much.
I was actually listening to it. It was on 3P, right?
Right.
I was listening to it on the way over here, and it seems like you talk about a lot of stuff that you grew up doing, like the songs about your homeboys, like y'all real tight.
Right.
And it just seems like, black man power, growing up, did your experience like affect the things that you talk about now?
Of course. Growing up in Southwest Houston, right down in Braeswood, it was really rough. A lot of my friends are dead or in jail. So that's basically what I base my music off of. It's just experiences from back then. The music that I'm making in the future is going to be brighter and things like that. But as far as my introduction, I feel like I should get these stories out because they never got a chance to tell their side of the story. So that's where 3P, that's what Black Kingdom Come was born with. It was basically my stories and what I went through and what my friends are going through right now as we speak.
So basically, your music, you're like a storyteller from the hood,
Right.
but us to know like these things are going on.
Right.
So do you have any solutions for the problems that's going on? Because I know like in the Cool Running song, it was a line something like dealing with black men and white police officers.
Yeah, you see Black Lives Matter a lot, and you see a lot on the news, the police brutality, excuse me. But basically, you're not really doing anything. They try to put that asterisk there, like, yeah, we shot him, but he had a loud mouth. Or, yeah, we shot him, but he didn't stop when we told him to stop. It's things like that. And I make the record out of frustration about seeing these things go on and actually experiencing it. And I look at music as my therapy. So a lot of times I might do a song and it's because I can't vocalize it. I can't talk about it. So I'd rather just do a song about it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. So last week when we did the brown table, me and my panelists, we were discussing the Lemonade album. And we did get called male bashers, specifically by my father. Hey, Daddy. So I just wanted to get a male's opinion because we were discussing the Becky with the good hair situation, and we were like, it is true that when black men get up there, like they do go on and they date like a lighter skinned girl, white, long hair, blue eyes. So how do you feel about that?
I feel like it has a lot to do with their background and how they grew up. If they don't have a good relationship with their mom or their sisters, or they were hurt by someone of, our skin color, then they might get famous and be like, okay, well, I don't want to deal with these type of people. And ultimately pick Becky with the good hair. But personally, to me, it's more of a, how you were raised and basically your values and your morals and how you go about and how you view women. Do you view her as your heart or do you view her as your trophy? Do you you actually want to build something with her, or do you just want her on your own and be like, yeah, I got this type of woman that's on my side? So a lot of times it's dudes not looking for love, they're not looking for affection, they're looking more for, I'm gonna keep you around until I get tired of you. Then the next one's gonna come along and look like you, or she's slightly better than you. You know, so it's that thing.
You have anything coming up as far as like the future concerts, future albums, mixtapes?
I'm working on performing on June 22nd at Warehouse Live. The venue might change, the club numbers. I have an EP that's coming during this summer called My Soul. I'm not rapping on that one, I'm actually singing throughout the whole project. And towards the end of the year, my full-length project, King Meets World, that'll be out soon. Just, you know, working and trying to come out with that content, you know.
And one last thing before we go. If you could tell like people get in the game, like what advice would you give them?
Grind, hustle. Even if it's like you feel like you just talking to everybody, you know, build those relationships. Talk to, because you never know that you can talk to someone and you don't know that they're friends or they're close relatives to someone that's in the music business that, you know, that wants to potentially sign you if you're actually good, or they might see potential in you to the point where they feel like, okay, I'm gonna fund you, I'm gonna put money behind you, and then you become who you are. So I believe hustling and building those relationships, that could get you further than just having a link on SoundCloud or just pubbing on Twitter or Instagram, and you actually
networking.
Right, you actually got to get out there and talk to people. You actually got to interact.
Well, that's it for today's episode of Sipping with Simone. Thank you for